Myra Hollings hadn't treated herself to a massage in years. Between double shifts, late-night insomnia, and a breakup that still stung, she finally gave in after a coworker insisted she visit Serenity Vale Massage Studio. The name alone sounded peaceful enough, and the moment she stepped inside, she understood why people raved about it. Soft lights, warm scents, a hush that wrapped around her like a blanket. The receptionist, a pleasant woman with perfect posture, greeted her immediately. Myra Hollings. "Yes," Myra said. "Your therapist will be room 4. He's ready for you." "He?" Myra blinked. "I thought I booked with Clara." The receptionist's smile never shifted. "Clara wasn't available today, but you'll be in good hands." Myra hesitated, but exhaustion won. "Okay? Room 4. The hall was oddly long, stretching further than seemed logical for such a small building. The lights dimmed automatically as she approached the end, leaving only the final door glowing faintly. Room 4. Inside, everything felt different. Colder. Quieter. Too quiet. A tall man with dark hair and calm, unreadable eyes stood beside the massage table. "Welcome, Myra," he said. "You look tired." "I guess I am," she replied, unsure how he already knew her name. He motioned to the table. "Please, lie face down. We'll begin." Myra complied, grateful for the warmth of the soft linens. She closed her eyes as his hands pressed gently against her shoulders. At first, it felt normal, soothing even. Her muscles loosened under skilled pressure. Her breathing steadied, then his hands paused. "Your body carries echoes," he murmured. "Sorry," Myra mumbled into the headrest. "Echoes of fear. Old bruises the world does not see." "I don't know what you mean." He didn't answer. Instead, he pressed harder. Too hard. "Hey, that hurts," he tried, lifting herself, but her limbs felt strangely heavy. "You hold things you should have released," he whispered close to her ear, though she hadn't heard him move. "Let me help you." A cold sensation spread down her spine, not from his hands, but from something unseen. The table vibrated softly, as if something shifted beneath the cushion. Myra's breath caught. "What is that? What's happening?" "Relax," he said, but she couldn't. She lifted her head and saw something wrong. The walls were breathing. The soft beige panels expanded, then contracted, like lungs. The overhead light flickered, revealing shadowy handprints appearing across the ceiling, pressing outward, as though something was trying to break through. Myra jerked upright, but froze when the therapist's hands tightened around her shoulders. "You're not done," she twisted, trying to see his face, but his features blurred. His skin wasn't T-skin anymore. It rippled like liquid shadow. His eyes sank deeper into darkness. Her voice cracked. "Let me go. You came here broken," he said, "and this place collects broken things." The hands beneath the table pressed upward again. Myra scrambled off the bed, stumbling toward the door, but it vanished. The wall was smooth, seamless. No exit. No handle. No seams. She spun. The table stood perfectly still now. The air was dead quiet. Then she noted the mirror on the opposite wall. At least, she thought it was a mirror. Her reflection wasn't matching her movement. While she backed away, the reflected mirror walked forward. Its eyes were hollow sockets, its mouth slightly open, as if "No," she whispered. Her reflection reached the surface from the inside, pressing both palms flat against the glass. The surface bulged outward like soft plastic. Myra turned to the therapist, but he was gone. The room bent. Walls stretched into long corridors before snapping back to shape. The ceiling dipped low enough to brush her hair. A low hum vibrated beneath her feet, rising like something awakening. The reflection stepped through the glass. Its feet hit the floor with a wet sound. It smiled, not wide, not exaggerated, but wrong. To come to knowing. Myra bolted for a corner, but the shadow therapist appeared again, blocking her path. He wasn't entirely human now, his limbs elongated, stretching unnaturally as he hovered above the ground. This room was built to cleanse, he said. To drain, to quiet the restless. I'm not restless, Mira shouted, tears streaking down her cheeks. I just wanted help, and help you shall receive, he replied gently. Her reflection moved behind her, placing its cold hands on her shoulders. Exactly where the therapist had touched her moments earlier. Its grip tightened, freezing her in place. Mira struggled, but her body didn't respond the way it should. The air felt thick, heavy, consuming. Something pressed against her chest, invisible fingers searching, gripping, pulling. Her reflection leaned close, its empty eyes inches from her own. You shouldn't have come, it whispered in her voice. The pressure in her chest intensified. Mira gasped as something warm and bright tore away from her body. Her breath leaving an invisible trail, tugged into the shadow therapist's waiting hand. Her knees buckled. The therapist absorbed the glowing breath into his chest. His eyes brightened faintly. Mira collapsed. Her reflection dissolved like dust, scattering into the air. The lights flickered. The walls stopped breathing. Silence returned. When the receptionist knocked hours later, room 4 was immaculate, neat, undisturbed. The table perfectly arranged. Mira Hollings was nowhere inside, but the studio gained a new reflection in its mirror, one whose eyes followed every client who entered. Thanks for watching. Is there anything you'd like to see in a short horror story? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and subscribe.